The next question is to ask, where are these new cases coming from and how do we flatten the curve?
Yesterday, the governor says standard safety precautions will help, but what about increases in numbers in some rural counties? News Channel 5's Kyle Horan learned the demographics of who's being infected are changing.
And if you look at this heat map, one of the counties that has been affected is Maury. And here in Columbia, the mayor tells me that this is something that worries him because this is the highest number that they've seen even since the stay-at-home order was in effect.
In a place like Columbia, Tennessee, it seems like life has returned to normal. Masks are being worn by some, but for Jared West, it's not necessary for cleaning windows.
It'd be like Columbia, for example, Lawrenceburg, Lewisburg, Mount Juliet, Lebanon, Nashville.
West said in many rural areas, a lot of people don't wear masks. There hasn't been fear because there's not much spread. But rural areas are seeing an increase and a change in the infection demographics.
The age of new cases, in particular in the more rural areas, tends to be a bit older. Early in the pandemic and leading through the early to mid-summer months, and especially around July 4th weekend, a lot of the cases that were originating in Tennessee were concentrated among young adults, so people, let's say, age 30 or below. Right now, especially in more rural areas, what we're seeing is about half of the cases are aged 40 or 50 or above.
Dr. John Graves is part of the team at Vanderbilt tracking the data. Their heat map from state contact tracing shows what's happening in rural areas.
Total case numbers are down from what we were seeing back in July, but the demographics are very different. It's now more concentrated in rural areas and more concentrated among older adults.
Dr. Graves says it's hard to say exactly what will happen, but older patients tend to have more of a risk of death. And at least one rural leader, the mayor of Columbia, says he's frustrated there's not data as to why this is happening. Kyle Horan, News Channel 5.
Kyle, thank you.